If you have been a fan of Japanese media long enough, especially anime, chances are you have at least one waifu. As an anime fan, there are two biggest lies that you can say to my face. 1. I have never watched hentai. 2. I don't have a waifu. If you are a fan of anime to the point where you are an absolute weeb, it is downright impossible for you to not at least simp once on an anime girl. We all have our favorite Japanese anime girls, so just accept it and stop being shy about it. Anyways, waifus are not limited to anime. As I said in the beginning, the term waifu has extended to other forms of Japanese media, including video games. Video games are no stranger to pretty-looking women that attract the hearts of many men. Female characters such as Tifa from Final Fantasy VII and Mai from the King of Fighters series gained a massive fanbase for their good looks and, well, other form of appeals. Capcom is no stranger when it comes to making attractive-looking women. I mean, just look at the girls from the Street Fighter and the Resident Evil series. Other than just a pretty face, most of these girls are actually good characters. They're not just there as eye candies, but they legit can kick a lot of asses. Capcom's Sengoku Basara series is no stranger as well when it comes to the pretty ladies. Despite the series being dominated by male characters, the female characters do stand out as well. In this video, I'm going to list down 5 of my favorite female characters in Sengoku Basara. The reason why I'm making this video is because, well, why not? I know for a fact that all of you guys are super down bad. So, I know that this is a video that you will absolutely enjoy. I'm giving you people what you want. Keep in mind that these are heavily subjective. I'm going to rate them on how much I'm personally attracted to them. It is mostly because of their personalities. So here we go, people. This is me, Profar, and here are the top 5 Sengoku Basara waifus. You guys know that I am a fan of Inuyasha. Growing up watching Inuyasha, I admired the pretty-looking girls of the show, such as Kagome and Sango. However, Kikyo was always my favorite female character in the show. Ever since I saw Kikyo in Inuyasha, I have a soft spot for Miko archers. Luckily, Sengoku Basara finally introduced a Miko archer named Tsuruhime. Tsuruhime was first introduced in Sengoku Basara 3. She's portrayed as a Miko who has the power of prophecy, yet was raised in isolation in Iyo province. Because of this, she is unaware of the evils of the world, hence her innocent and gullible personality. In terms of historical lore, her story is actually tragic. Tsuruhime was the daughter of Ohori Yasumochi, the chief priest of Oyamazumi Shrine located in Omishima Island of Iyo province. Her family worshipped the sun goddess Amaterasu. Therefore, Tsuruhime was trained to be a priestess since a very young age. In the year 1541, Tsuruhime lost her entire family. Her 2 elder brothers were killed during a battle at Iyo province, and her father died of illness when she was 15 years old. She then became the chief priestess of the Oyamazumi Shrine, and she led an army against the Ochi clan who invaded Omishima. She fought valiantly against the invaders until legends said that she drowned herself out of grief in 1543 at the age of 17. Many historians often refer her as the Japanese Joan of Arc. It seems Capcom wanted to show the innocent side of Tsuruhime, considering she was a child of a holy family that was trapped in a bloody conflict. Honestly, I do like the way Capcom adapted her character. I find her bubbly personality rather adorable, and it makes for some really interesting interaction with other characters in Sengoku Basara. Her personality reminds me a lot of Ibuki from Street Fighter. Worth mentioning that Tsuruhime has nothing to do with the Sekigahara conflict in history. If you look at the timeline, Tsuruhime died at the same year Tokugawa Ieyasu was born. Therefore, all of her interactions with other characters of the game are purely fictional. Gameplay-wise, she is an okay character. I do like a lot of her moves as an archer. However, I've stated before that I like Mori Ranmaru's gameplay a lot better in the earlier games. Though I'm not taking away anything from Tsuruhime, she is still really fun to play. With her overall fun gameplay and cute personality, Tsuruhime is a deserving entry in my favorite waifus of Sengoku Basara. The first female character that I have played in the Sengoku Basara series. I I was very surprised on how dark Capcom made Oichi compared to her counterpart that Koei made for Samurai Warriors. The more I learned about her lore in the game and the actual history, the more I understood why Capcom made her this way. An interesting fact about Oichi's appearance. It is very likely that she was inspired by a Japanese actress and singer, Asaoka Megumi. She was quite the popular teen idol during the 70s and was also responsible for popularizing the hime-cut hairstyle for Japanese women in modern times. When you take a look at Oichi and Asaoka Megumi side by side, the resemblance is truly there. In the game, Oichi is portrayed as a melancholic lady that is very conflicted with herself. Just like in history, she sided with her husband Azai Nagamasa to go to war against her older brother Oda Nobunaga. Unfortunately for her, Azai Nagamasa was brutally killed by her ruthless brother. Her inner conflict eventually grew to insanity as she struggled to decide whether to serve her brother or avenge her husband. I also love whenever Oichi speaks in the game. Her voice actress, Noto Mamiko, did a fantastic job on portraying a sorrowful princess. Not gonna lie though, Oichi's voice is ASMR for me. Oichi is one of the few characters that went major changes in gameplay. In her debut game, Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes, she used dual Naginatas with additional demon hands to perform her specials. As the series progressed to Sengoku Basara 3, her demon hands became her primary weapons. I personally prefer her using the Naginatas because they fit better with her overall character design. However, I do admit the demon hands in later games have the better gameplay. In conclusion, I like Oichi because of her gothic princess-like character with an ASMR voice. Hey, this is a list of waifus anyway. A guy can like what he wants at the end of the day. Am I right or am I right? Speaking of Oda Nobunaga's relative, here is another member of the Oda clan. Nohime, also known as Kicho, is the wife of Oda Nobunaga. When you think about it, for a ruthless demon king, Nobunaga has some pretty good-looking women in his family. Nothing is sexier than a gunslinging badass girl. Being the bride of the demon king, Nohime shows that she is just as ruthless as her husband. Whenever she's in battle, she will show you that even the most beautiful butterfly can be lethal. Unlike Nobunaga, however, Nohime is more elegant despite sharing his love for violence. To match her husband's personality as well, Capcom gave her twin pistols as her primary weapons. Her pistols are named Utsusemi and Kageru. The mannerism in which she wields her pistols is very similar to that of Dante from Devil May Cry with his pistols, Ebony and Ivory. Nohime also wields other firearms such as a rocket launcher and a minigun. Being the demon princess as well, she brings a bit of a dominatrix personality in the battlefield. She loves to taunt her enemies as lesser men and bring them on her knees. A lady in a kimono wielding two guns who constantly dominate you. How could you not love Nohime from Sengoku Basara? Unfortunately, Capcom did not bring her back in later games. I would have loved to see what Capcom would do with her in the gameplay style of Sengoku Basara 3 and Sengoku Basara 4. I know we have another gunslinging girl in the later entries of this series, which we will get to her by the way. Regardless, it would have been nice to bring Nohime back. As the original gunslinger of the series, Nohime is a top-tier badass Sengoku Basara wife. Speaking of girls with guns, no Sengoku Basara waifu list is complete without Saika Magoichi. She has been a fan favorite ever since her debut in Sengoku Basara 3, and for good reasons. Not only is she a sexy badass gunslinger girl, she's actually a well-written character. Magoichi is the proud leader of the Saika Renegades, a mercenary group that specializes in firearms. Despite being a woman, she shows great leadership towards her group. She vowed to keep her group strong and safe because she believes that only the strong can survive the turmoil of the Warring States era. According to her lore in the game, she became the leader of the Saika Renegades after her mentor, the former Saika Magoichi, was killed by Oda Nobunaga. Now, some of you are asking, why is Saika Magoichi a woman in Sengoku Basara? Well, I've discussed this on a YouTube short, but I will discuss it again. In history, Saika Magoichi is not a real name, but it's actually a title for the leader of the Saika Renegades. There exist 3 Saika Magoichis in history, in which the second and the third were sons of the first. All three Magoichis happen to have names that start with the letter S. So technically speaking, Magoichi could be anyone. Knowing Capcom likes to take historical lore and made it over the top, they decided a scenario where a woman took the title of Saika Magoichi. In Sengoku Basara, Magoichi also has a real name that starts with an S, Sayaka. She was named after her Japanese voice actress, Ohara Sayaka. Gameplay-wise, Magoichi is a walking fire arsenal. Her basic moveset was taken straight out of Nero's Blue Rose from Devil May Cry 4. Other than her pistol, she has a shotgun, an assault rifle, an RPG, and grenades. She really has all the firepower that you need to blast enemies on your way. Saika Magoichi is a lot of people's favorite girl in the Sengoku Basara fanbase. With her incredible looks, personality, and gameplay, Magoichi deserves all the high praise as an amazing female character of the series. If you've been following me for a while, you probably have guessed the number one entry of this list. Seriously, what is not to like about Matsu in Sengoku Basara? She is the ideal girl for a guy to have as a wife. Let's list down the reasons why Matsu is the perfect wife. She has a pretty face. Check. She can cook. Check. She is loyal to her family. Check. She can kick some ass. Check. She is good with animals. Check. She is a good mother figure. Check. She is the girl that men can only dream of. In terms of historical lore, Matsu was the wife of Maeda Toshiie, the head of the Maeda clan at the time. She had a reputation for her intelligence and was very skilled in both literature and martial arts. She was also known for her political skills, as she was responsible for maintaining diplomatic relationship with the Toyotomi clan during Hideyoshi's reign and with the Tokugawa clan after the Battle of Sekigahara. Everything that she did was to ensure the safety of the Maeda clan. She was an amazing woman, even in the actual history. Capcom did an amazing job on portraying her character, in both appearance and personality. In some moments, we see Matsu's funnier side whenever she is spending time with Toshiie and Keiji. Other moments, we see Matsu's stronger side where she takes up her arms and fight for her family. Being the woman of multiple talents who greatly support her husband and family, Matsu is no doubt the best girl and the best waifu of the Sengoku Basara series. There you go, people, my personal top 5 Sengoku Basara waifus. Before I end this video, I would like to point out the elephant in the room. I know some of you are probably asking, Profar, but where is Kasuga? Yeah, I like everyone's favorite sexy kunoichi too. She plays really good in the game and she is pure mokori material for the series. However, that's where it ends for me. Kasuga is just a sexy kunoichi who gets turned on constantly. Once again, this is a fun video I wanted to make out of my personal preference. I also believe it's a nice discussion to keep the series alive, especially for the 20th anniversary. Some of you may have different opinions when it comes to your favorite girl in Sengoku Basara, and I would love to hear them. So, what are your thoughts on this video? Do you have a different list than mine? Let me know in the comment section below. With that being said, this is me, Profar. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, give me a thumbs down. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Join the Profar Mokoi Hunter X Discord server. I will see you guys in the next video.